There are moments in the NBA season when the news doesn't just arrive, it lands. This is one of those moments. Before we talk numbers, before we talk rosters, before we even mention the All-Star Weekend spotlight, let me ask you something. How often does a superstar arrive in Los Angeles and immediately become the face of an entire season? Because that is exactly what just happened. Luka Doncic has officially been confirmed as a starter for the 2026 NBA All-Star Game, and the announcement, made by NBC and Peacock, sent a clear message to the basketball world. This is Luka's league now, and Los Angeles is his stage. If you love real NBA stories, real emotion, and the moments that define careers, make sure you stay with me until the end of this video. This one matters. The official All-Star starters list reads like a global basketball summit. For the Western Conference, the starting lineup will feature Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Victor Wembanyama, Stephen Curry. On the Eastern Conference side, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown. A mix of MVPs, rising superstars, and generational talents. But for Lakers fans, one detail stands out above everything else. Luka Doncic is the only Laker in the All-Star starting lineup. No LeBron James. No Austin Reeves. And that reality says a lot about where this team is and where it's heading. Doncic didn't just sneak into the starting five. He dominated the voting process from start to finish, leading fan, media, and player votes throughout every stage. This wasn't a popularity contest. This was recognition. Recognition of a player who has carried an enormous load in his first season wearing purple and gold, physically, emotionally, and statistically. And while LeBron James missed the early part of the 2025-26 season, and Austin Reeves remained sidelined with a calf injury, Luka stayed present. Not perfect, not healthy every night, but present. And presence matters in this league. Let's talk about what Luka Doncic has actually been doing on the court. Because the numbers don't whisper, they scream. Luka Doncic is currently leading the NBA in scoring, averaging 33.3 points per game. That alone would be impressive. But when you add context, it becomes remarkable. This is not empty scoring. This is Luka doing everything. Creating offense late in the shot clock, absorbing double teams, taking responsibility in four quarters, playing through lingering injuries, and maybe most importantly, doing it for a Lakers team that has struggled badly on the defensive end. Los Angeles currently ranks among the worst defensive teams in the NBA, forcing Doncic to score at a pace that simply isn't sustainable over an entire season. Night after night, Luka is asked to be the scorer, the playmaker, the closer, the emotional leader. And yet, this season feels different from past years because Luka looks stronger. His conditioning is noticeably improved. His stamina allows him to play with intensity for longer stretches. His pace is faster, sharper, more deliberate. This is the most physically prepared version of Luka Doncic we've ever seen. And it's one of the biggest reasons he didn't just make the All-Star game. He earned a starting spot. Still, basketball is not a one-man sport. And despite Luka's brilliance, the wins haven't always followed. That disconnect is the story of the Lakers season so far. Moments of magic, moments of frustration, moments where Doncic looks like the best player on the floor, and moments where it's simply not enough. That's why the All-Star break may be exactly what this team needs. Time to breathe, time to heal, time to reset. Because if the Lakers want to turn this season into something meaningful, what happens after the All-Star weekend will matter far more than what happens during it. There's something poetic about this. The 2026 NBA All-Star Weekend will be held in Los Angeles. Luka Doncic City, Luka Doncic crowd, Luka Doncic moment. This will be his first All-Star game representing the Lakers, and he'll be doing it at home, in front of fans who are still learning how special he truly is. Yes, the All-Star game has changed. Yes, the competition level isn't what it once was. But this year, there's a twist, a new format, Team USA versus Team World. And Luka Doncic, he'll proudly represent Team World. That alone brings intrigue, because Luka is not the kind of player who shows up just to participate. He plays to entertain. He plays to compete. He plays to leave a memory, even in an exhibition setting. And while the All-Star game won't fix the Lakers' defensive issues, it won't solve roster imbalance. It won't magically turn losses into wins. It does offer perspective. Luka Doncic is not the problem. He may be the only reason this season is still alive. There are whispers around the league already. MVP conversations. Franchise-defining expectations. But here's the truth, and this comes in the heart of someone who's watched this league for decades. If Luka Doncic wants to drag the Lakers into real title contention, he'll need to be even better. And that's a terrifying thought for the rest of the NBA. Because if this is Luka now, what does Luka look like in April? If you enjoyed this exclusive breakdown, leave your like and drop a comment below telling me what this All-Star selection means for Luka and for the Lakers. This isn't just an All-Star story. It's the beginning of a much bigger conversation.